Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about the 6 trigonometric ratios. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. We have the sine, the cosine, the tangent, the cosecant, the secant, and the cotangent. So later on class, we'll be explaining this one step by step. But before we explain this one class, we need to know the parts of a right triangle. So if I have here given right triangle ABC, once again, we call this one right triangle if one angle measures exactly 90 degrees. So in a right triangle class, we need to know the hypotenuse, the adjacent, and the opposite before answering the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now, sir, what would be the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse class is opposite of this angle 90 degrees or the longest side. Once again, opposite of this angle 90 degrees, so this is 90 degrees, or the longest side is what we call the hypotenuse. Now, for the opposite and the adjacent, if this is your reference angle, we label this one as theta. Once again, we are referring to angle B, and we represent theta for this angle B. Opposite of this angle theta class is what we call the opposite, or the opposite side. So this is the opposite, and the remaining side is what we call the adjacent, or right next to this angle. So this is the adjacent. Now, once again, class, opposite and adjacent, it will depend on the reference angle. So what if your reference angle is this one? So I have here another triangle class for you to really compare what will happen if your reference angle will be angle A. What if your reference angle is angle A? What would be the opposite side? That's correct. Opposite of this angle A is what we call the opposite. And the hypotenuse class, it's always the longest side. So this is the hypotenuse. And right next to this angle, this will be the adjacent. So let's talk about the 6 trigonometric ratios class. So we have sine theta, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine theta, adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent theta, that's opposite over adjacent. Now for sine, cosine, and tangent class, just remember this abbreviation, SOHCAHTOA. Once again, this S represents for sine, C, that would be cosine, then T, that would be tangent. So just remember this one class, SOHCAHTOA, and it will be really easy for you to answer the 6 trigonometric ratios. So sine, opposite hypotenuse, Ka, cosine, C for cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, T for tangent, opposite over adjacent. Now for cosecant plus this one, CSC, once again, the CSC is what we call cosecant. So check the equivalent class of cosecant, hypotenuse over opposite. So it's just the reciprocal of sine. So once you get sine, just get the reciprocal. The answer, that would be cosecant. Okay, and for secant, that would be hypo over adjacent. So check class, the answer of secant. Just get the reciprocal of cosine, and that would be your secant. Now for cotangent, that would be adjacent over opposite. Just get the reciprocal of tangent, that would be your cotangent. So let's give an example class for you to understand this one, the 6 trigonometric ratios. Let's have an example class. So what if this is 3? Alright, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. And the teacher will ask you to find the 6 trigonometric ratios in this given right triangle. So let's start with sine. So once again, sine. So sine, then your reference angle, that is theta. So you put sine theta equals, once again, opposite hypotenuse. So you can put O over H, opposite over hypotenuse. Once again, our opposite is opposite of this angle theta. So that would be 3. And our hypotenuse, that is 5. The longest side, that is 5. That's it, class. That's your answer there. Easy, right? So if you master this one, the 6 trigonometric ratios, and you know the opposite, adjacent, and the hypotenuse, very easy class for the 6 trigonometric ratios. Once again, opposite of this angle, this is the opposite. And this will be the adjacent. And this one, 5, is our hypotenuse. Longest side is the hypotenuse. Opposite with this angle, that's opposite. Right next to this angle is the adjacent. So let's have cosine theta. So cosine theta, so once again, do not forget theta class, it means your reference angle. If you don't have theta here, and you're referring to angle B, so therefore you write cosine B. So capital B. Now, since we have reference angle that is theta, that's why we need to write cos theta. So, cos theta, cosine, so A over H, so adjacent over hypotenuse. Our adjacent is 4, our hypotenuse is 5. That's it, class. That's the answer for cosine. And for tangent theta, so tangent theta, we have opposite adjacent O over A, so O over A. Our opposite is 3, and our adjacent is 4. That's it, class, for the tangent. Easy, right, for the tangent? Let's have CSE or cosecant theta. So for cosecant theta, just get the reciprocal of sine. So once again, cosecant hypo over opposite, so H over O, or just get the reciprocal of your answer for sine, class. This is 3 over 5. Get the reciprocal, that would be 5 over 3. Hypotenuse is 5, opposite is 3. And you're done for CSE. Easy, right, for this one? So let's try another example. Sec theta. So for sec, opposite of cosine, so hypo over adjacent, H over A. Our hypotenuse is 5, and our A is 4. Or just get the reciprocal of cosine, and you're done with sec theta. Alright, so last one, we have cotangent theta. Opposite of tangent, so adjacent over opposite. So once again, our adjacent is 4. Our opposite is 3. So 4 and 3, 4 over 3. And that's it. That's your answer for cotangent, or get the reciprocal of tangent. So that's it, class, for the 6 trigonometric ratios. Let's have more example, class, for you to really understand the 6 trigonometric ratios. Alright, let's have more examples. Number 1. So we're told to find the 6 trigonometric ratios. Once again, we have given right triangle ABC. This side is 6, this side is 8, and we don't have the value of this side. Once again, this side, class, is the hypotenuse. Opposite of this angle, 90 degrees, or the longest side. Once again, if this is our reference angle, opposite of this angle, this will be our opposite. This one is the longest side, this will be the hypotenuse. And right next to this angle, this will be our adjacent. So we cannot find the 6 trigonometric ratios since we don't have the value of the hypotenuse. So we need to find the hypotenuse. We need to find C. Now, how will you find C? That's correct. You can find C using Pythagorean theorem. Do you still remember, class, the formula? What's the formula, class? That's correct. It should be C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So we're looking for C. So copy C squared equals, our A is 8, 8 squared, plus our B is 6, 6 squared. So this will be C squared equals 8 squared. It means 8 times 8. 8 times 8, that is 64. Plus 6 times 6, that is 36. So this will be C squared equals 64 plus 36, that is 100. Now to get the value of C, you extract square root both sides. Alright, and then cancel this out, the exponent and the radical. So this will be C equals the square root of 100, that is 10. So therefore, the side right here, the hypotenuse is 10. Question, can we find the 6 trigonometric ratios? Yep, we can now find the 6 trigonometric ratios. So let's start with sine. Once again, sine opposite over hypotenuse. So sine, once again, class, check the angle. Your reference angle is A. So that would be sine A. Always use capital letter, class, for the angle. So sine A. So sine A. Once again, this angle A will represent angle A. Okay, so sine A equals opposite over hypotenuse. And our opposite is 8. So this is 8. 8 over hypotenuse is 10. So 8 over 10. So check, class. Can we reduce? Yep, we can reduce. So we can reduce this one by what number, class? That's correct. We can reduce this one by 2. The GCF of 8 and 10, that is 2. So 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. That's it, class. That's the answer for sine A. Now, question, sir, do we need to reduce the fraction to its lowest term? Yep. That's actually mandatory, class. Always reduce the fraction to its lowest term. So our answer is 4 over 5. Alright, let's have cosine. So cosine A. So cosine A, once again, we're referring to angle A. cosine that's adjacent over hypotenuse, so A over H. So our adjacent is 6. So this is our adjacent, 6 over hypotenuse is 10. Check, can we reduce? Yup, we can reduce. We can divide this 1 by 2. Divide by 2. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. That's it, class. That's the answer for cosine A. So let's have tangent. So tangent A. So for tangent, TOA, opposite over adjacent. So that would be opposite over adjacent. And our opposite is, once again, opposite is 8. So 8. Our adjacent is 6. So 8 over 6. Can we reduce? Yep, we can divide this 1 by 2. Divide by 2. 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. That's it, class. That's the answer for the tangent. 4 over 3. So next, CSCA. So CSCA, cosecant A is equal to, once again, the answer of cosecant, reciprocal of sine. So that would be H over O. So our H, hypotenuse is 10, over our opposite is 8. Opposite is 8. So can we reduce? Yup. We can divide this 1 by 2, right? I will just answer it directly, class, because we don't have enough space. So 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 5 over 4. Or you can actually get the answer, class. Just get the reciprocal of this answer. This will be the answer of CSC. Because sine, the answer of sine, that is the reciprocal of CSC. O over H is H over O. So if this is your answer for sine, just get the reciprocal. That would be your CSC. Alright, so for sec A, secant A. So once again, opposite of cosine, H over A. Our hypotenuse is 10. Our adjacent is 6. So 10 over 6. Can we reduce? We cannot divide 10 by 6. You will get a decimal answer. You're not allowed to have a decimal answer for this one. Just reduce, class. We can reduce this 1 by 2, right? The GCF of 10 and 6, that is 2. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. That's the answer for second, class. Or just get the reciprocal of cosine. You will have the same answer. Last one, cotangent A, adjacent over opposite. And our adjacent is 8. Our opposite is 6. Can we reduce? Yup, we can divide this 1 by 2. So 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. All set for number 1. Alright, let's try number 2. Example number 2. So once again, given right triangle ABC, we have the hypotenuse, that is 20. This side is A, we don't have the value of A. And this side is B, that is 12. So once again, our reference angle is B. So opposite of this angle B, this will be our opposite. And the longest side is the hypotenuse. Right next to this angle, this will be our adjacent. And we don't have the value of our adjacent. So once again, we need to find A using Pythagorean theorem. So the formula, that would be C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So our C, the longest side, that is 20. So 20 squared equals our A. We don't have the value of A. So copy A squared plus our B is 12. So 12 squared. So this will be 20 squared. It means 20 times 20. Once again, it doesn't mean 20 times 2. It means 20 times 20. And 20 times 20, that is 400, equals copy A squared plus 12 times 12, that is 144. And then to get the value of A, you transpose 144 from right to left. So this will be 400 minus, this is positive, it will be negative once you transfer from this equal sign. Minus 144 equals A squared. So 400 minus 144, that would be 256 equals A squared. So to get the value of A, you extract square root both sides. Alright, so the square root of 256. What's the answer, class? That's correct. The square root of 256, that is 16. So this will be 16 equals A. So cancel this out, the exponent and the radical symbol, and our A is equals to 16. So therefore, A is equals to 16. Because 16 times 16, that is 256. Now, once you get all sides, you can now find the 6 trigonometric ratios. Alright, let's start with sine. So we have sine. So once again, sine. Then your reference angle, we have angle B. So once again, sine, then capital B class. Always remember that one. Sine B. So once again, sine opposite hypotenuse. So O over H. Our O, okay, our opposite is 12. So this is the opposite. That would be 12. Our hypotenuse is 20. So check class, can we reduce? Yep, because if we can reduce, you always reduce the fraction class to its lowest term. That's actually mandatory class. Yep, we can reduce this one by 4. Divide by 4. 12 divided by 4, that is 3. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. So therefore, sine B is equals to 3 over 5. Alright, let's have cosine B. So cosine B is equal to, once again, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent over hypotenuse is equal to, our adjacent is 16. So 16, our hypotenuse is 20. So check, can we reduce? Yep, we can reduce. We can divide this one by 4. 16 divided by 4, that is 4. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. So our answer is 4 over 5. So tangent B. So capital B for the angle. So that would be opposite adjacent over adjacent. Our opposite is 12. Our adjacent is 16. So can we reduce 12 and 16? Yep, we can divide this one by 4. Divide by 4. So 12 divided by 4, that is 3. 16 divided by 4, that is 4. So therefore, our adjacent is 3/4. And then for CSC, CSCB, so once again, just get the reciprocal of sine. So H over O. So this will be H over O. So this will be, our hypotenuse is 20. So this is 20 for the hypotenuse. Our opposite is 12. So can we reduce? Yep, we can divide this one by 4. Divide by 4. The greatest common factor of 20 and 12, that is 4. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. 12 divided by 4, that is 3. Alright, so you try class. You try sec B and cotangent B. So you write your answer class in the comment section down below. Let me check class if you really understand the 6 trigonometric ratios. Now if you have some questions class with regards to 6 trigonometric ratios, go ahead class. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can always message me in our Facebook channel, same name with our YouTube channel. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.